It's a crazy world. Let's learn how to fight. All right, my name is Brandy Von Holton. I look like I make casseroles for a living, but I've also fought as a heavyweight fighter in 5 different countries. So let's go over the basics of a punch. All right, so I am right-handed. My right hand would go behind me. Okay, so today I'm just gonna talk about the jab. So you want to hit with these 2 knuckles, okay? These 2, not the last 2, because if you hit here, these bones in your hand are a lot weaker than they are right here. You want to make sure that your wrist is straight, because if you hit something like this, you're going to break your wrist. Okay, so whenever I throw a punch, so you want to lead with speed, follow with power. Okay, I'm right-handed, so that's going to be my power side. That makes my left hand my speed hand, okay? So we're going to work on just throwing a jab, okay? So a jab is, here's my left foot is going to be in the front, my left hand is going to be up. Now then, whenever I train, you want to make sure you don't have your elbows out too far, because you don't have anything blocked. You want to have your elbows in. Now then, don't say you can't put your elbows in. I have got all of this right here, and my elbows are in. Now then, I don't want to have my hands down here, because you're going to get clocked and you're going to get dropped, okay? Whenever I train, I actually touch the back of my thumb above my eyebrows. And then I want to chuck my chin because I don't want to have it out, because I don't want to get knocked the F out, okay? So I am here. I am here and I'm looking at them. I'm not looking down because I'm a winner and I don't look down, okay? So from right here, I stare my opponent in the eye, because if they do something, I want to be able to get a detailed sketch so I can find them and I can do whatever I can do legally, okay? You want to be able to get a good look at your opponent. All right, so from right here, whenever you throw a punch, you don't want to overextend your elbow. That right there, you're going to want to flex your bicep right at the end to keep that from hyperextending. I hyperextended my elbow one time from fighting, and it took 6 months to heal. It hurt like a mofo, and as soon as you do that, you're just like, you crumble, okay? We ain't got time to crumble when we're trying to defend ourselves, okay? So whenever I have one hand come out, at the very end, twist. So it's at the very end, twist, flex that freaking bicep, so I keep my elbow not locked out. The reason you're going to twist at the very end, rip the skin. Rip the skin. That's a secondary reason why you twist your hand at the end. The real reason is because whenever I throw a punch, by twisting my hand, it pulls this up. Look at that. Look, people all worried about that. They need to be worried about that. Anyways, it's going to bring my shoulder up to guard my jaw. So then if somebody goes over, I have less things exposed that they're going to hit, okay? So whenever this hand goes forward, this hand touches. Whenever they're coming back, like whenever I go to punch with the other hand, it's kind of like a pulley system. And then I swing out, swing out. All right, so we're just working on the jab right now. It's going to be here, twist, and touch above your eyebrow, touch above your eyebrow, look straight forward, okay? Do not do this. I love when I fight people like that, because it just takes one block here, their hand is way up in the air, so it's not guarding their face, and then it's crunch time, okay? So, by the way, I loved fighting because I owned them. Dude, you beat somebody whenever they know all the moves that you can do, because it's like there's only so many boxing moves you can do, and you beat them with those moves. It's a good feeling. It's like a game of chess with consequences. Most of my fighter friends, not a bunch of Not a bunch of dumb people, a bunch of highly educated people. Okay, like I had 3 college degrees and there were several people smarter than me on the team. One time we did on our fight team that I used to be on, which I went back to the fight team last year. We used to have so many freaking degrees on there. And it was so funny because like one of my friends had 2 degrees and he was the least educated person in his family. Doesn't mean anything. Degrees don't mean a damn thing. I get that, but it's still ironic, right? We don't have anybody that's like, you know, like a Neanderthal on the team. Oh no, those people get beat down because it's a game of chess. There are 3 different types of fighter. You have an offensive fighter, somebody that's like, I'm coming in, right? Then you have a defensive fighter that'll like move and then come in. Then you've got a trap fighter. Trap fighter, man, I was a defensive fighter unless I was fighting with somebody that was scared, and then I was offense. I can change between offense and defense, okay? But a trap fighter, there's somebody that appears to be an offensive fighter because typically a defensive fighter is smarter, unless they can flip back and forth. But a trap fighter, they'll throw move 1 because they know move 2 is gonna happen, and then they're ready for number 3 to seal the deal. That's a trap fighter. All right, so just a few of these. So it's here, pull back here, touch above your eyebrow. Boom, boom. Now then, whenever I do this right here, I am going to flex my abs, right? Because, okay, even though I'm heavy like a Chevy, I have a rib cage here. All of this gut right here is exposed, right? I got organs here. So I want to flex. So then you don't hurt your organs as much, okay? Also, you want to blow air out because they can't knock it out if it's already out, okay? So you don't want to be just jelly belly and like breathing in. Whenever I punch, and I actually want to breathe out through my nose because I don't want to breathe out of my mouth, because if I get hit here and my teeth are not together, you're gonna get knocked the F out, okay? So you want to have your teeth closed because then they can't hit you, make you bite your tongue, okay? They can't, it's just weaker whenever your mouth is open. So you want to close your mouth, tuck your chin, and breathe out through your nose. So I'm probably going to snot. Whenever I do this right here, I literally am expelling air through my nose, but then that is to keep the jaw together and to flex the abs because it's go time. All right, so most of y'all know me as like the holistic girl that's trying to lose weight. Well, I'm also, we got all sorts of different hats. And I was a very successful heavyweight fighter, okay? I tried to go to the Olympics, that's why I moved to the state. The heaviest I ever fought was at like 260, okay? So last year I was at 333, and this year I've hit 309. Today you're looking at 315.1. So, boy, I would surprise somebody though. And that's what you want to do. You never start a fight. That's what they used to say. I don't say that. I say if you know it's going down, a lot of you cannot take a hit. You are going to crumble. As soon as somebody hits you, you know how they always say, don't start a fight, but end the fight. Don't hit first. Well, most of y'all ain't got a hit in you. Most of you are not gonna be able to take a hit. You're gonna be dropped. And then you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get raped, you're gonna get killed, you're gonna get whatever the hell those people are gonna do to you. So, if you know it's going down, if it's some sketch situation, hit first. Hit first. Damn it. Anyways, because what's going to be the worst thing you got to do? You might have to pay a fine. You might get in a little bit of trouble. But if you seriously get to the point where you think it's about to go down, why would you ever let someone hit you first? Okay? Every time I've ever had to use my real martial arts training, it was against men. Okay? It was against men. I'm not taking a hit from a man. Okay? I know there's a whole bunch of people in the world saying that we're all even. We're not. okay? I'm a heavyweight female fighter that has won a whole bunch of stuff. We are not the same. I do not want to take a hit from a man. I don't want to take a hit from a female. And tell you the truth, it has everything to do with like your confidence level. If the things that I'm saying to you, you're like, oh my God, I can't do this at all, then you need to take some training. And you know, don't be the person that's like, I've got a handgun. Most of y'all are going to crack under pressure and not be able to get the thing out. You're not going to be able to get one into the chamber. You need to have those in your pocket, because sometimes you can't get to the gun and you can't get to other things. And we don't live in a nice world right now. We do not I have been attacked multiple times, and I look like a casserole cooker, okay? Did you see my butt? Okay, like, I'm a casserole cooker, right? That's what I look like, and I've been attacked. So, all right, if you like this, you need to tell me. I teach all sorts of self-defense seminars, which I kind of dislike that, because a lot of people will have, I like to awaken people to the fact that they need to do consistent training, so this stuff comes to you naturally. You're not going to be able to take a class 2 years ago and then somebody try to get you. I mean, you're going to be better than somebody that didn't take a class, but this stuff, for me to just come in here and teach you about punching, I mean, that stuff is like, it's ingrained in my brain, okay? And this just one punch of here, pull back. I mean, you want to be able to do all sorts of stuff. If you ain't got that in you, need to get to training, baby doll, because people aren't getting nicer. All right, I'm Brandy Von Holton. My husband and I own a horse trail riding facility called Von Holton Ranch. I'm available for keynote speaking. I can do self-defense all day freaking long. All right, y'all have a wonderful day and be safe and don't trust anyone.